So y'all, it is a new month of real estate. Welcome to July. I didn't even end June. I need to go back and end June. I just got back home. I went to Louisville for 3 days to celebrate my cousin. He got promoted in the Army. So I was working from Louisville. But anyways, as I landed, or actually late last night, I forgot but anywho, late last night, I got the inspection report back for Cora's house. And y'all won't believe this. Y'all will not believe this. Y'all will not believe this. That agent literally had the nerve to type that they want us to reduce the cost of the house by $20,000. Clearly I'm driving right now, so I can't even read the details. But anyways, I came over to the parental's house to pick up my dogs, and my stepdaddy was there. Y'all know he does real estate as well. So I sat down with him, and I was like, Junior, like, look at this one. Like, make sure I'm not crazy, because the things that they're asking for is not $20,000 worth of work. I don't care what, like, you can possibly put $20,000 worth of work in that house, absolutely. But based off of the inspection report, what actually really and truly needs to be done for this house to function is not $20,000 worth of work. So, of course, Denver, of course, HVAC, you know, the GFCIs, the plug-ins, you know, that's not working. The air conditioning unit is leaking Freon. And this was like one of the main things that I wasn't really sure about. So the older AC units, they have a Freon that's called RC22 or something like that, whatever, right? And so they banned that. So that Freon is no longer for sale. You know, you can't use that Freon anymore. So she's like, well, now we need a whole new AC unit. And so, and a few other things. So I said, you know what? Let me just do it like this, because everything in the house pretty much is original. The home was built in 2006. It's 2021 now. So all the appliances, everything in the home are original. So HVAC, water heater, all of that they're asking for. I said, you know what? These things probably could be patched up and fixed. But in the event that they really do break, what would be the cost for this buyer to buy all new items? So I went online, and everything that she put in her report that, you know, the major ticket items, that stuff didn't even come up to $5,000, y'all. And that is including servicing work as well. So I was like, okay, well, this costs how much? Okay, well, let's tack on another $200, you know, for each item for electrician or HVAC or whoever to come out. Now, we don't have, like, negotiations for a reason. You do not have to pay and give every single dime for everything that needs to be fixed. So that $20,000 that she's asking for is comical, okay? Comical. I haven't even called Corey yet, my client yet, to tell her, because I just needed to make sure that I wasn't tripping, and I wasn't, because me and my stepdaddy was literally sitting there giggling like, this is funny. $20,000? He kept going. He was reading, and he's like, I'm still not seeing $20,000, and I'm like, I'm not either. So I was like, okay. I told him, because when I finally did all the final calculations, it came up to like $3,885 or something, right? And that's literally replacing a whole new AC outside unit, the whatever it's called, a water heater, a dishwasher, you know, just all of that. So I said, okay, fine, we'll round it up to $5,000, which will take us back to our original asking price. And they weren't asking for a home warranty, and we'll throw in a home warranty. So whatever, all these other little things that you're so concerned about, you can have home warranty people come out, take a look, and at least that'll help you with some of that cost, right? When you buy a resale home, you have to, you got to know that you're going to incur some cost when it comes to fixing the home to whatever level that you want it fixed at. That's your business. We're going to fix it to where it can function. So when you get in there, you will have a functioning home. I just couldn't believe it. They literally asked for $20,000. Like $20,000. That's a lot of money. Anyways, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all that bit of tea. July is gonna be a good month. I feel it in my soul. My dogs are crazy, y'all. So happy Sunday, y'all. Today is July 11th. I don't think I've updated y'all in a minute. I was flying last week and I know I wasn't talking to y'all. So, what happened last week? We did the week before. We did the inspection for Simone's house, and remember I was talking about how the siding was warped. So I went ahead and sent that over to the builder, and he said he'll get everything fixed. So that's great. Oh yes, and then Cora, the inspection came back for her home. Anyways, so we counter offered with the $5,000 off the price and $500 home warranty, and they weren't comfortable with that. The buyer was like, that's not enough. So Cora took some time to think about it. I explained to her, why the buyer felt she needed that much money off of the cost of the home and blah, blah, blah. Cora was like, no, I don't want to do that. And I said, okay. And so, the buyer was ready to terminate. We were just going to put it back on the market. But because I still truly feel like $20,000 was just way too much. Like, that's just way too much money. But Cora came back and said, she'll lower it $15,000, which was $10,000 off of our asking price. So we lowered it to $195,000. So I told the agent, that's what we would negotiate to. And she was like, well, the buyer still wants to lower it to $195 and still have you fix some things. And I'm like, no. I was like, no, because Cora already told me, she's like, I'm not fixing nothing if, we lowered it to $195. So I told the agent, I was like, no, sis. Like, if we're going to drop the price $15,000 below what you all offered, that's it. Like, she's not going to then come out of pocket to fix more things. Like, you're getting $15,000 off what you originally offered. That's a lot off of your original offer price. So she's like, okay, well, let me speak with my buyer. Go talk to your buyer. The buyer said, okay. So that's where we're at with that. Now we're just waiting for appraisal. Appraisal really should come back fine. If it doesn't, I'm going to lose my mind. It should be actually it gets appraised on Wednesday, I think. They called me to schedule the appraisal. So the appraiser will go out Wednesday, and the appraisal report is due back on the 19th. So that's the next steps, y'all. That is the next steps. I think that's really all the update that I have for y'all. I just finished another marketing. Don't want to go this way. I'm going to go this way. I just finished another marketing video shoot for real estate. That's why my face is beat the way it is, and my eyes are looking real blue, but they're not. Yeah, that's it, y'all. So update y'all later. Y'all already know what it is. Hey, y'all. I'm talking a little soft and low. I had the emergency dental appointment this morning, and my mouth is still numb. Anyways, I am at Miss Marilyn's house doing her first buyer walk for her. Got my blue tape. Y'all know that. Do y'all know that? In the first buyer walk, you come and you just walk around the house and you look for any imperfections and anything you see that doesn't look right. Put a piece of blue tape next to it, and then the builder will go through and, fix those things. Everything looks pretty good. I haven't got the inspection report back yet. But when I talked to the inspector on the phone, he said everything was pretty good. There's a broken glass. They've already got that one. There's another one on the right side of the house that I haven't seen yet. I need to go look at that. Oh, he said there was some warping on the outside of the house too. More wood warping. And Oh, the roof. He said there were a few shingles that weren't laid correctly. So other than that, found it. He said this right here. See that, y'all? I'm gonna put a little piece of tape there, but I also want to just point it out to the builder, but it'll also be on the inspection report. So, hey y'all, hey, today is July 14th. It's Wednesday, and I am here at a builder putting out fires. One of my clients at his building is having buyer's remorse, called me last night with feelings of not being satisfied. So I came up here to the builder just to take a look at the actual things that she's not happy with and see what can be done. And the builder is being very accommodating, y'all, which is amazing. So I'll give y'all more details on that probably tomorrow once we really figure out what's gonna happen. It's gonna either boil down to they're going to have to try and fix the house within their realm of how much they can actually fix, or maybe transferring to a different home. I don't know, y'all. We'll see. Hey, y'all. Same day, just later on in the day. So let me just give y'all a rundown of the situation that happened earlier. I know I didn't really go into detail. So last night my client called me, and long story short, she says she's having buyer's remorse. Their home is being built from ground up. They selected lot, floor plan, all of that. So this is a true new construction from the ground up, true selections, all of that, right? So for when we were house shopping, you know, they had settled on this community, and they were going back and forth between two different floor plans. Her and her husband chose this particular floor plan because one, it had a balcony, and two, the closet was set up more to their liking, right? So as we've been going through this process of building the home, of course, just like anybody that's getting a home built, they go and they visit often, and they've met the builder, and they've created a relationship with the builder, and all of this, which is wonderful, wonderful. So the model home that we saw of the floor plan that is being built, it seems like the builder, KHAV. So, okay, when I say builder, I'm using it in two different meanings. So the brand of the home, the builder of the home is KHAVani. And when I say she goes to the home and talks to the builder, I'm talking about the person that is over the builds of the home. Okay, the builder, the guy, the man, whatever. So just to clarify, just in case that was confusing. So long story short, again, the model home that we saw of the floor plan that is being built, the closet was situated differently. What seems to have happened is that the elevation of the home, which is how the outside looks, where windows are placed and where you see arches, and, you know, do you have brick or stucco or whatever it may be. It's called the elevation of the home. Look it up. I don't know how better to explain that. It seems like the elevation of the home changed slightly. So it really shouldn't be a massive change, but sometimes they add a window. They may take a window in certain places. So with this particular house, the model home had a window in the closet, but it was kind of like to the side on one wall. Her particular home has a window in the closet, but it's like in the middle. So I wish I had photos to explain this because it's a little confusing. But anyways, it's a pretty large closet, and then it had, like, when you walk into it, it had like a piece that was sticking out from the wall that you could kind of like hang dresses on. It was just like a shelved out piece, right? So it kind of divided the closet into two. They both have a lot of clothes and a lot of shoes, and they really liked that feature of the closet. So when they started building her house and it got to the closet, she noticed that it was different. And they said that they would do what they could to accommodate and put that. They had removed that piece because of the placement of the window, right? So they had just completely removed it. and I guess just added like another regular hanging bar or whatever. So she asked them, she, expressed she still wanted that or whatever. They put it in there, but she's not happy with the placement of it. Okay, so that's one thing. So the closet isn't to her liking. And now the balcony on the home. This home has a balcony. The other one that was in debate, the other floor plan, did not. So these were the two deciding factors, right? Balcony and closet. So now the home has the balcony, but of course the home is right next door to another, because these are the tall, slender, it's a 3-story home. There's not much yard space at all. So your neighbor is right next door. Like, you can touch your hand out and y'all can hold hands. Just put your hand out the window and there you go. There go your neighbor. So this the house, and there's 2 houses, right? Her balcony is on this side. His balcony is on this side, on the same exact level, everything. So basically, their balconies are their her balcony, his balcony. So if you're outside wanting to enjoy the privacy of your home and still be on your balcony, if they're both out there at the same time, they can literally just have full conversation with each other. Just bloop, 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 bloop. I'm going to show it to y'all so y'all can see. So she was just really upset about that as well. And I was like, well, that one, my hands are pretty much tied on that one, because the builder, I know for sure, the house is built. Like the outside, all of the house, the 4 walls are up, okay? It's stuccoed, it's everything. The only thing that has to be done now in this house is the inside. So I know, even if the builder can't change the way that where the balcony is positioned on the home. So she's just really upset about that, because she just, it's a flaw. It was a flaw in the plans for the neighborhood that they allowed those 2 floor plans to be next to each other like that. The builder should have, and let me tell you why. So although you do get to pick your lot in your house, the builder already has restrictions of which homes can be there. They give you an option of lots. They'll say, okay, you want this floor plan? We can either put that floor plan here, 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 or here. So what should have happened when these 2 homes were being built, I don't even know who, like, it's just bad, right? Like, nobody wants to be sitting on their patio and you can look right next door. And it's not like a full backyard. It doesn't take up the full length of the home. It's just one little square on on the left side of her home, and theirs is on the right side of their home. So they just neck and neck. So that's an eyesore for her. And the closet is, another eyesore for her. Just, it doesn't bring her joy. So, last night she, the conversation didn't really go into, I want to back out of the contract, but I kind of felt like if she's not happy about it, she would almost at this point rather lose her $7,500 worth of earnest money and find something else and make her happy, which no, like that's a lot. So I explained to her last night, from just what I know from experience, we can't do anything about the patio. I know we can't do anything about the patio. The closet, we may be able to work something out. Or, because I had asked her, I said, in a perfect world, if you could get what you wanted without, having the closet fixed and the patio moved to the other side of the home or whatever, what would you like? Like, what option would make you happy? And she's like, well, maybe being able to get the other house. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, like that's So I said, I was like, well, possibly the builder possibly you may be able to transfer your earnest money to this other floor plan of the home if they even have one available. You know, like big if, because these things, these issues that they have, albeit they're true issues to her as the builder. You know, it's the closet isn't what was originally shown to her. The balcony that's just a mess up. You know, it's really just a mess up because I don't think anybody really thought of it. Of course, we would know because these two homes are being built at the same time, or her home. Well, no, his home was finished before because they're actually living in their home. But I just don't think it is what it is. Nobody knew that was going to happen, right? So I said to her, well, maybe the builder will allow you to transfer your earnest money to this other floor plan that you were considering in the beginning. So I went up to the neighborhood today to talk to the sales agent and the builder. And I just expressed to them, you know, how she was feeling in real estate terms, you know, because she's been having a lot of communication with the builder. I forgot what is John or something. And she said he's been great, but she doesn't feel like on the sales side of things that they were being as accommodating. And this is, I think a lot of times, especially for first-time buyers, people tend to get a little confused on understanding what building a home means. So this isn't a custom build, right? So a custom build home means you draw up your plans, you lay out your house how you want, you hire architecture, you know, all of that. You get your blueprints made, like you literally design your home. When you're working with just a new construction who does their own floor plans, blah, you go and pick which one of their floor plans that you like. And sometimes they have portions and they'll tell you, okay, well, if you want this room to be like this, we can change this. You know, they have optional changes, but you can't just reconstruct the whole house. Like it doesn't work that way. So, and then also when you're paying, regardless of what you're paying, I mean, a real estate purchase is for a majority of people in the world, other than these millionaires and billionaires. It's usually the biggest purchase, you know, us average people will make in her lifetime. So it's a lot of money. So you want to be happy with what you're buying, even if it's not your final home. You know, you still want to just be happy with what you're getting. But I did have to explain to her, I said, hey, you know, this patio situation, I am sorry that it wasn't explained or told, or no one realized from jump when we decided that this house is going to go on this lot and told us that it would be right next door to theirs. You know, ball was dropped there. I was like, but with the closet, I said, honestly, they're just being very accommodating to your needs, because they technically don't have to do this. Like, technically, they don't have to do this. Like, the house is the way that it is, or they could just be charging you more, and they're not at this point. So anyways, when I went up there, the builder guy, he is very, very nice. And the sales agent, she was just, you know, she's a very sweet lady too, very kind. But they're just two totally different jobs, and you know, the sales agents are very much, they're basically realtors for the builder. So she was giving examples of what could be done to make the patio situation better. She's like, oh, well, she can just put up a thing or whatever, or like a little shade thing to block off the view from the other neighbor and all of that. And, you know, just, my client was just like, well, why should I have to do that? You know, and it's just like, it's just a little tit for tat, honestly. But I'm here to make sure that my client is happy. So we're going to go back tomorrow. I got the builder to agree to add the shades around the patio so she can have the privacy without her having to come out of pocket to do that. Another thing that they don't have to do, but they are going to be willing to do it because even the builder agrees that, well, he's like, yeah, my boss dropped the ball on that one. Like, this shouldn't have been like that. Like, somebody should have caught that, and it wasn't caught. So he said he's going to add the privacy shades for her. So I said, great. And he's like, with the closet, he was like, we'll do whatever she wants. You know, even if it doesn't make sense, even if that little, where she wants the other, I don't even know what to call it, if it has to cover up the window or whatever, we'll get it done. We'll do whatever needs to be done to make her happy. And I'm like, perfect, thank you. But then I also needed to know, I said, okay, well, just in case, at the end of the day, if she's not happy with these two options that we're giving her for the patio and the closet, what are the chances that we can transfer her earnest money to the other floor plan? And so luckily, the sales agent was like, well, I do actually have one available that's not under contract and should be closing around the same time that her house is supposed to be closing, which is in August. She said maybe a little bit after, but it should still around the same time. She said, I can talk to her manager about it and see if he would be willing to do that. She said the only reason he might even be willing to do it is because it has the same closing date. But if it was anything, you know, that they had to completely start over or whatever, they probably wouldn't be willing to do that because at the end of the day, it's sales. Like, they have their sales projected and they're expecting to have this money then and da-da-da-da-da, or they get to keep your earnest money. My biggest thing is having them, my clients, not lose their earnest money. So if she was just completely unhappy with the house, then that would be one thing. But I just know from experience, from just talking to other clients, that the things that you think are going to be like annoying to you or you just don't love, once you actually get in the house and you start living and functioning in the home, you'll realize that maybe it wasn't as big of a deal as you thought it was. And that's just feedback from other people that had said, oh, I don't know about this. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this or love this, but have moved forward. And they're like, oh, girl, I don't even notice. I'm not even bothered by that anymore. You know, oh, I actually love it and make great sense, or whatever the case may be. So I just try to stay even-keeled minded and just make sure, speaking of, she's calling right now. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so yeah, that was her. Her and her husband are on their way to go look at the other floor plan that's currently being built, just to walk in and see if they just like that option better. But anyways, that's where we're at with it. So as of right now, everything is good. I called her earlier and I explained to her what they're willing to do, and you know, she was somewhat satisfied with it, but she was clearly still interested in looking at the Roosevelt. So y'all, real estate is never easy. It's never just simple. But I still love it. Anyways, good news is we got clear to close today for Miss Francis' house. Whooped, whooped, whooped. So that closing will be on Monday. Yay. Good day, people. Good day. Today is Thursday, July 15th. It's 5:52 p.m. I worked from home most of the day today. Now I am out. I got a referral for a lease client. So I'm out showing them some properties. We just left one, y'all, and hilarious. The tenant still lives there, and she was still there, and the entire time we're walking through, she's like, do y'all want a tour? I didn't even know she was gonna be there, but whatever. And the entire time she's just like bashing the place. She was like, here's the second bedroom that is really a closet. It's not even big enough to be a second bedroom. And here's the backyard that sucks because my dog can just squeeze through the gate. She was just going on and on and on with nothing positive to say. And then she's like, and the landlord, don't even get me started on that person. I was like, sis, okay, landlord, you should probably just, I know landlords, you know, they really want to get, she's probably moving out July 30th and they're probably trying to get somebody in August 1st. But if you know you don't have a good relationship with your tenant and they're going to be there while you're doing showings, you should probably just wait till she moves out. So they didn't like it anyway. Just it was small, but it was really cute for a single. Like, I personally liked the layout of the home. It would have been perfect for one bedroom. The second little office, the second bedroom could have just been my office up front. But one, I don't really like the area. Area's not bad, but it's just not where I would want to live. And two, it's a lease, and we ain't leasing no more after this. So, anyways, y'all, we're headed to another. The heck? We are headed to another lease property that they requested to see. So hopefully this one is a little better for them. Sweet little couple, have a baby on the way, so they're just looking for something with a little bit more space. Maybe I should try to convince them to buy. Hello, people. I'm looking like yesterday, but today is today. Today is Friday, July 16th. Today is something. Somebody's birthday, anniversary, or something. Anyways, I was supposed to be going out to meet Alexis and Jeremy at the builder to discuss the closet and those things, but the builder rescheduled on us. So I guess now we're not going until Monday, which is fine. I had a buyer's consultation today with a referral that I got. So now I'm sending emails to get her to get pre-qualified. She's already pre-qualified with one of those Loan Depots or whoever, but they quoted her a 4.75 interest rate. And although interest rates aren't locked until like the tail end of the transaction, that's just a really, really high quote. And y'all know, I would prefer for her to work with one of my preferred lenders anyway. So I sent her my list of preferred lenders. And so now handling that, I need to also send off the referral form to my broker so they can sign it and send it back to the lady that referred it to me. Usually when you get referrals like that, you pay out 30% to the person that referred it to you. Or whatever it is that you agreed upon, 25, 30. She asked for 30 and I said, that's fine. Because guess what? That's a client I wouldn't have had without her referring it to me. So this client is moving from Chicago. So that's cool there. I need to schedule a meeting with the builder for Travis and Tia, just to clarify some things and go over some things about their home and the exact elevation and build and, just some discrepancies that we have in our head. What else? There's a training class that I'm going to take after I do all of these emails. And I feel like there's something that I'm leaving out, but that's okay. So, another day of just working from the comfort of my home, not in the car, which is nice. I haven't been doing that much driving this week at all, and I love it. It's nice to take a break from driving. But yeah, y'all, just wanted to give y'all a little update. Oh, also, I remembered what it was. Felicia called me earlier, the lender for Simone and Felicia, the lender I use for a lot of people. Simone's house is coming along well, but we need to reschedule the appraisal to go back out because the home was not complete when they went out the first time, which was the same thing with the inspection. And I don't know why the builder did that. I had told him, hey, we want to get it inspected once complete. The home wasn't done. Y'all, I think I showed y'all that, there were still things to be done. So they scheduled the appraiser and the appraiser went out. And he said, appraisal needs to be redone once home is complete. It's like, why you got people wasting their time like that, sir? You should know that. You're a builder. Anyways, so just send him an email so we can get an update on that and just other little emails to follow up here or there. I just spoke with Cora for the sale of her house. The title company has sent the title commitment. They need some documentation from her. So I had to make, some people aren't that great with checking their emails. So she's one of them that every time we email her something, I get on the phone and I'm like, hey, check your email. You need to fill out this. You need to sign that. So right now she's a little concerned about the appraisal because y'all remember, did I tell y'all? We went down on the price of the home to $195,000. So she's like, if it doesn't appraise for that much, I'm not willing to lower the price. So, and I said, okay, I understand. So once we get there, we'll get there. The appraisal report is supposed to be back on the 19th. That is on Monday, I guess. So I'm hoping it appraises, y'all. And my mother's calling. Bye. Top of the morning, good people. Today is July 19th. It is Monday. Ooh. It is July 19th, Monday morning, and I am headed to go do the walkthrough with Miss Francis for her house. Today is closing day, so we're always excited for that. Y'all know, as y'all been watching, the new build constructions, they usually like to do the walkthrough the same day as closing. So her closing is scheduled for noon. And the walkthrough is scheduled for 9 a.m. I don't get to go to the closing because it's that same silly title company that Nikivia and Charles closed at that will only allow the signer, the buyers, to attend the closing. But that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, we're gonna go do this walkthrough. Hopefully they got everything together and it'll go nice and smooth. And this will actually be my first time meeting my client in person. So I met her son. Y'all saw that. He was the one that referred her to me originally. We talked over FaceTime once before, but all our other conversations have just been via text message and phone calls. So it'll really be nice to just give her a hug and thank her for choosing to do business with me. It's never an easy task buying a home, and it's never an easy task buying a home when you live out of state as well. So, I just feel honored and blessed. So that's it, y'all. And then what else do we have today? Oh, Alexis and Jeremy were finally going to go back over to the neighborhood today, 3:30, and talk with the builder about the build out of the closets and what they can do about the patio and all of that, because we were supposed to go Friday, but the builder couldn't fit us into the schedule. So, we wanted to make sure that we had an ample amount of time and not be rushed, so everybody can just be on one accord moving forward. Yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all. Hope y'all are having a blessed Monday.
Those are repos. That's basically if there's any condensation behind the wall, it has somewhere to come out. Alright. So here, this is your main to your water supply.
All right, y'all. So the walkthrough went good. For the most part, nothing major was found. Just little itty bitty things here or there that we asked the builder to kind of touch up. Like some of the cabinets in the kitchen looked a little worn already. One of them was cracked. He'll have to replace that. There were some things that weren't in the home that we thought were going to be in the home. So we had to get some of that stuff clarified. Like it comes with a garage door, but not the automated thing. So she has to go and buy one of those. Some ceiling fans. Just little things like that. Each builder and each signature product or whatever they call it that they have, each different level of home that they have is going to come with different things or not going to come with some things. So anyways, she went to closing. Closing went well. I didn't get to go because it's that same title company, y'all. I already told y'all they won't let me come. And not just me. They just, because of COVID, they're not allowing anyone else in the room other than the person that's signing. So yes, I came back home to let my dogs out. Just spoke with Felicia for Simone's house. Okay, all right. Okay. Like, really. Okay, and so update on Simone. We're closing on the 30th for her house. I think that might be next week or maybe the week after. It's the 19th. So maybe, 2 weeks-ish. And the lender had asked me to see if the home was done so we can get the appraisal back out because the appraiser didn't get to finish his job. So I never responded to that email last week. They didn't respond. So I called them and they said the home is done. So I called Felicia. Everything is good. Simone has met all her conditions. So really we're just waiting for the appraisal to be completed, and we should honestly be clear to close and good to go. So that's exciting. I'll see if Simone potentially might want to close earlier if she wants to, if everything's done, and but that'll be up to her. And I have a lease client whose application finally got accepted, so I'm waiting for that realtor to send me the lease agreement so I can send it to my client to sign, and then I'll probably have to go pick up some funds and drop off and pick up, do that. What else? Oh yes, the buyer that I did a consultation with on Thursday or Friday of last week, I think it was Friday, getting her started with the application process with Felicia. I think I had already told y'all that she came to me pre-qualified through one of those online, like the Rocket or Better, whatever they're called, one of those people. Loan Depot. But they quoted her like a 4.75 interest rate or 4.25 interest rate or something high. So I sent her to my preferred lenders to go ahead and get pre-qualified through them, and hopefully they can quote her something a lot less. What else is going on, y'all? Brianna, we're just, she'll be closing on the lot on the 30th as well. Did all her documentation, the seller financing, all of that stuff is all agreed upon. We should also be getting back the appraisal today. The appraisal report was due for Cora's house. So hopefully, please, Lord Jesus. This one needs all the prayer. Oh, what are you doing? Y'all, my dog is crazy. Hopefully that appraisal just will come in at the 195 because I don't think I can handle any more with that house. Y'all know we had 3 offers. It took three times going on the market. So please, Jesus. Travis is under contract. We'll be going to the builder on Friday to sit down and go over everything about the home so they have an understanding of what their home will look like, what will be inside, what won't be inside, where walls will be, all of that stuff. Oh yes, and then here in a few, what time is it? 1:45. Go meet Alexis and Jay at their builder to figure out the closet. So, yeah, that's just a little roundabout of what I have going on, what's on my brain. Yeah, anyways, so I'm going to relax just a little bit longer, take the dogs out, and either go there or go there. It's either going to be going back to Atascocita to congratulate Miss Marilyn on getting her home, giving her closing gift. I could have given it to her this morning, but I like to actually wait until after we've closed, like for sure. Or there, so whatever happens, that'll be the day. Good news. So the appraisal for Cora's house came in and it met value. Hallelujah, Lord. Yes, because y'all know when I told y'all I talked to her the other day and she was like, if it doesn't meet value, she not trying to move forward. I was like, Lord, please, please, please. So the appraisal belongs to the buyer, so they don't have to tell us how much it actually appraised for. All we have to know is, did it meet value, which is $195. And it did. I'm pretty sure it probably was like $200. But that's neither here nor there. It doesn't matter. So it's 8 a.m. I'll probably call Cord like at 9 and give her that good news. So we'll be moving forward. It's been so smooth. This is the one that this transaction is the one that I have the transaction coordinator working on. And she's been on top of everything. Like, before, when I think something needs to be sent or emailed, or, you know, like we have a contingency date that's, you know, about to come up, she's on it, and I love it. So that just allows me time to focus on my buyers and the people that I have looking for leases and things like that. So that's good. That's really and truly the only update that I have for y'all. Oh, you know what? I didn't even show y'all the gift that I got from Miss Marilyn the other day after we closed. Let me show you. Like, how sweet is that? It's like a bath set. I love it. And she got me a bottle of wine as well, and a card. So sweet. I was like, that's backwards. That's not how we do things. I give you the gift. You don't give me the gift. But it was really, really, really appreciated. So anyways, I am here. Today is Wednesday, July 21st. And what do I have to do today? Really nothing. Like, I don't really have any out and about on the streets stuff to do. Just one thing, I need to go drop off a check to another agent for this lease that we got under contract yesterday. And everything else is just going to be computer work. Trying to get the referral lady that I received. I've spoken with her on the phone multiple times. But for whatever reason, the process of applying for the mortgage loan is in limbo. So we need to figure that out. And then I just need to touch bases with some other clients, and then I have some trainings online that I'm going to be doing. So that's it. Yo, hello. It's later on in the day. I dropped off the check for the rental, so that is now finished. Ashley will be moving into her rental August 4th. Lots of phone calls earlier today, lots and lots and lots. It's 3:50, so I'm feeling like my work day is over. I just talking on the phone all day long, but things must be done. Anyways, I'm about to go buy me a plant for my house and enjoy the rest of the day. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
They come in and they stress them. I think they put about 3,000 PSI on each cable. We'll stress it, cut them off, and then forget which. It's not really structural deal. It's just we're moving over from that T-ply stuff that we were using to this house wrap. So
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the house wrap stuff.
yeah, which I mean it's actually better. And then our company wanted to use this, which I think we're about to get away from because there's no point of it.
Okay.
You know, we were just putting this up to give this wrap a little bit more rigidity.
Okay, so this is the actual wrap.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
But as it turns out, it's making the install process harder, so we might do away with that.
Okay. Hello, good people. It is still July 27th, Tuesday. We are getting close to the end of July. This week, I have 3 closings, all on Friday. That's a first. So right now I am heading to go meet Simone so we can do her walkthrough. She closes on Friday. We actually got her clear to close last week. We could have closed last week Friday, honestly, because we got the clear to close Thursday, which y'all know, getting these clear to closes is always like last minute to the nail. But it was just smooth. I was like, yes, Lord. But she wanted to wait until the planned scheduled closing day, which is the 30th. So I was completely fine with that. So yeah, we're headed out to do her walkthrough now. Oh, speaking of walkthroughs, I need to see when the agent is going to schedule their final walkthrough. For Cora's house, the sale of Cora's house closes Friday as well. I think they have gotten their clear to close on the buyer side, so all is on the up and up with that. The third one is Brianna. We're closing on that extra lot for her. So did the seller financing. It only took 2 weeks. The only thing that needed to be done was for title to make sure the title was clean and clear, and write over the deed to her and all of that. So that closing won't be a whole shebang. It's literally just gonna be, she's gonna sign, DocuSign online and call it a day. We are here. This is the house. Let me check out that side warping. I haven't been here since we did the inspection. Y'all remember the boards were warped it. And they look good.
We tell people to go ahead and go with our person, South Cross Security first. What is that? South Cross Security. Your name is on here.
But yeah, and then y'all, because I like to be open and honest and keep it real with just the way things go down in the real estate world. So remember, I was telling y'all that I had got a referral. I got a referral, right? I was telling y'all about that and the lady or whatever. And she fired me the other day. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. She didn't really, she decided to use another agent. And honestly, I have no idea. This is why you do buyer consultations and you talk with people and you really make sure that you have a good working relationship with whoever you're going to choose to be your realtor, and if I choose to represent you as a client. When we spoke, I laid out exactly how I do things. So real estate is one of those things where people go get a license and you can sell one house a year or you can sell hundreds of houses a year. There isn't any typical way of doing business, but the more I've been in it, the longer I've been doing it, I have systems in place. I have a way that I like to run my business. Like I treat real estate as a business and not like a part-time side hustle, blase, where I'm just willy-nilly, like that. That's not who I am. So with that being said, and this will go more towards, actually no, clients or other realtors. Like there's an agreement that we have in real estate when you're working with a buyer, at least in Texas. I can't speak on other states, but I'm pretty sure a majority of the states have something of this nature where it's called a buyer's representation agreement. Once I do my consultations and we talk everything over, I'm going to send you a buyer's representation agreement to sign and say, you're not just a customer, now you're my client. Like now I have a fiduciary. Hello, now I have a hey. It's the next day and I totally forgot that I got cut off telling y'all yesterday about the lady saying that she no longer wanted to work with me as her realtor. I really don't even remember where in that story I was, but long story short, she never ended up sending my buyers. She never ended up signing the buyer's representation agreement, and she never applied with any of my preferred lenders that I sent her to. All she was concerned about were the automatic search houses that were being sent to her. And I had spoken with her on a few occasions, and I just explained to her over and over again how things worked and, you know, when she was going to apply. And she understood that those were the steps that needed to be taken for us to move forward and for me to even go looking at a house. And that just, it never happened. She had called me one day and she was like, can you tell me what company these lenders work for? She's like, I want to do my research, which you are very much entitled to. So that was the last time that I had spoken with her. I think that was like Wednesday or Thursday of last week. The weekend went by. I called her Monday morning. She didn't answer, and then later on that afternoon is when she called me and was like, thank you for your time, but I'm not going to need your services. I'm going to go with another realtor. And I don't know if that was supposed to hurt my feelings or whatever, but I said, okay, ma'am. Hope your home purchase works out for you. Have a blessed day. And that's that, y'all. So everybody, every client, every realtor isn't going to be for you. And that's like, of course, like in anything in life that you do, everybody ain't for you. And that is completely fine. I ain't chasing a dollar that hard to be worried about one client that's not going to work well with my processes. So that was that, y'all. And then we did the walkthrough for Simone. There were a few things that are still wrong with the house post the inspection and sending them in the inspection report. Well, really just one main thing. The dishwasher isn't working. It's plugged up, it'll turn on, but when you hit it to cycle and for it to like cycle, you know, wash the dishes, it's not working. So we're thinking there may be a plumbing issue, like the water is not getting to it or whatever the case may be. So we've decided, you know, we did the walkthrough with Gary, and he's supposed to be, you know, having everybody come back out between today and tomorrow, or yesterday, today, and tomorrow, to get everything up, you know, into good condition. Like, we requested that the baseboards, you know, get one more coat of paint because the paint just didn't really look that great. Just very little small things like that. So that's that. Right now, I am headed to Cora's house just to make sure that it's in good condition for the buyer. Cora she had a lot of stuff in the garage, not in the house is pretty much empty, but in the garage she was like storing a lot of stuff, and the buyer is doing their final walkthrough tomorrow. And the email, the agent said the buyer was concerned about trash and things like that being left in the house. So I'm just going to personally put eyes on it myself and make sure that it's in a condition that I would want my buyer to receive it in, right? So I did ask Cora, and she said she took everything out. It's all the way cleared out. She said she left a wheelchair there because she couldn't fit that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just try to dispose of the wheelchair myself because that is one of my pet peeves, y'all, for something to be... Did I pass up the street? I think I did. That is one of my pet peeves, y'all, for a buyer to be doing a final walkthrough and there's just still random things just left everywhere. But that's that, y'all. That is that. And then Friday, we got the closings. And the garage is completely empty. Well, here's the wheelchair. And then she left some paint and tile. But, oh, what are those little... Oh, those look like some outside lights. So, good. So it ended up being this bookshelf thing in the wheelchair, y'all. Moving that thing by myself from the house over here. Do y'all see the sweat? My goodness, thank God I work out. Because, so that was in her closet, and she said that was there when she moved in 5 years ago, so she figured she could leave it. Which, I get the thought, but... So hopefully, somebody will just come by and scoop those two things up. Because it's a good bookshelf in really good condition. Somebody can just repurpose it, paint it, or just use it as it is. And hopefully somebody needs a wheelchair too, because Good morning, y'all. It's July 30th. I just pulled up at the title company. Last night was just, I couldn't. But I'll tell y'all now. This is no. I just left doing the final walkthrough for Simone. The dishwasher is working. The water was just turned off, so that's great. I already gave her a gift basket. I was supposed to show it to y'all last night, but Cora in this house. So Cora's house. So when the buyers went by yesterday to do their final walkthrough, the air condition wasn't on. So I told Cora she needed to get somebody out there to take a look at it. She ended up scheduling somebody to come out this morning between 8 to 10. But now the thing is that she also had scheduled for the electricity to be turned off today as well. When she called the electricity company, they claimed that they're not able to stop that process because of whatever sounded like excuses to me. So that was just a headache in itself, because like, what can you really do other than pray at this point that they don't cut the electricity off until maybe later on in the day or something? Like, I don't even know. Which whatever. So now this morning I went to do the walkthrough with Simone. I was like, you know, I just need to be present and focus on Simone and just, you know, give her the closing that she deserves. Happy, cheer, joy, without the stresses of Cora's situation in the back of my mind. But then Cora texted me and she was like, when I got to the house, the air is working. And I'm like, oh, great, good. We'll still have the technician just, you know, take a look at it and tell us if there's anything wrong or what was wrong, you know, whatever. And then she says, oh, well, I canceled the work order. And I'm like, y'all, now, y'all, we don't even have proof to show the buyer that, you know, the AC man came back out or fixed it or whatever the issue was or could have been, which is a little, I'm slightly frustrated, you know, slightly, but, you know, I'm really just trying to get to 12 o'clock and close on this house and be done. And I'm just like, everything was going so smooth. Like, this month was supposed to be my month of just smooth closings, nothing really going wrong. And now we get down to this little nitty gritty. But that's okay. So I just texted the buyer's agent and I just told her, I was honest. I said, this is what happened. This is what we had done. This is what she canceled, blah, blah, blah. When you go to the house today, please let me know, you know, if anything isn't working correctly. And hopefully we'll get it figured out. What I'm trying to avoid is having to extend the closing on this thing, especially when we're supposed to be closing in 3.5 hours. So that's just where we're at with that right now. After this, I'm gonna call Brianna to see if they sent her the DocuSign so she can sign her closing documents, because she's just signing online and we're gonna be done with that like that. And that's it. That's all, y'all. It's always something. It's never just as easy and smooth as I would love it to be. But we're getting there. We are getting there.
Amount $1,308.90. So because you have a fixed interest rate, your principal and interest amount payment will not change throughout the 30 years.
All right. So Simone's closing went well. Done with that. Now I'm sitting in traffic trying to get to Cora's closing. I'm gonna be on time. Got 10 minutes to spare if these people will just make this right turn. That's it, y'all. Closing number 2 is done for the day. It's 1 o'clock. I told Brianna to call me by 2 if she didn't get the packet via email. That's just easy peasy enough, y'all. Now I'm done with the streets. I'm gonna actually be done with this vlog. Thank y'all for watching the month of July real estate vlog. As always, if y'all know anybody in the Houston area looking to buy, sell, and or lease, let me know. Until next time, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Bye.